Hi, I'm Kirk with Forex Strategy Secrets, and we're going to be talking today about a Forex journey to $1 million. Now, there are a lot of ways to get there, but we're going to show you some examples of what can be achieved and where you're at right now, how you can start and reach those points that we're going to be talking about. If you'd like to find your trading path, then this webinar may be for you. But there are no two traders the same, so don't compare yourself to any other traders. Two traders can both be successful, but compare yourself to your own achievements and increases, and the results you get in your trading may come down to the amount of action that you take. The most successful traders take massive action. That's why they get massive results. And if you take no action, of course, you're going to get no results. And I know a lot of traders that they can talk the talk, but they don't ever pull the trigger. They don't ever take a trade, demo or live. And so you need to learn the material and then move on to actually taking demo trades and then into live trading. So the burning question is, how much action with proper guidance are you willing to take in your trading? So what do you need to get an edge in the market? First of all, you need knowledge. Now, not just any knowledge, you need correct knowledge. There's a lot of good knowledge out there, but you need to make sure that you have some knowledge that is good and correct. The next thing you need is tools, indicators, charts, but having co-traders to collaborate with is a tool. Do you have someone that you can talk to in an inner circle or a trading room so you can see if you are headed in the right direction and see if you can get that fine tune on your trading? And how do you get a lot of experience in a short period of time? And we'll kind of allude to that last one a little bit, but that's really important. We'll have other webinars that we talk heavily about how to get a lot of experience in a short period of time. So three things you need to be able to do. You need to be able to make pips daily, keep those pips, and repeat the process. Not make pips once in a while, lose them all, and not know why you did it. That's where a lot of traders are at. Now we'll be covering pips that are being made, trading system that is being used, and how new traders can achieve huge success trading the Forex market. That is real, that's a possibility. Most people don't because they don't get the proper knowledge that we talked about. They're out trying to find the next holy grail instead of learning how to trade. And we'll talk about a whole lot more as we go through today's session. So right now we're going to go to the charts. We're going to show you what we're talking about as far as how you can make big pips, and we'll come back and show you some of the pips that people are making, some of the money that they're making. I'm going to show you several different stages of our system. This is the first stage of our system. This is called Jumpstart. This is something that everyone here has access to, whether you realize it or not. You have access to this entry trading strategy. It's not a whole system. You can do well, but if you understand this, you'll be way ahead of most traders. I'm going to use the 1 hour, the 30 minute, and the 15. I could use the day, 4 hour, and 1 hour, but I'm going to use the 1 hour to start with as the larger time frame. When this indicator crosses below the zero line or above the zero line, that may be the direction you would want to start trading. For example, right here on this vertical line, that says, oh, possibly we ought to start looking for short trades. Go to the 30 minute, and it agrees that yes, that's the direction you should be trading, or it could be making some high probability pips. And now we have the 15 minute. So if you want to go to the 15 minute, here's a little trade. You could possibly trade there and trade there. This indicator, what you're seeing here, tells you those are some places that you can trade. And that would be the direction you'd be trading. Now I'm going to go to this other white line. And so I'll move this anchor over to here. Go to the 30 minute. Yes, it says that's the way you could be trading for high probability trades, and the 15 minute agrees with that. Yes, there are some areas right up in here that you could have made a few more pips, but for sure you could be trading right here for over 100 pips. Now I'm going to go back to what I'm going to do is show you an addition, one more indicator that we part of our system. So I'm just going through how our system develops, so you don't have to learn one thing and then learn another thing. You can learn one thing, then build upon it. So the next building block would be this. This is the same chart that we were talking about earlier. So right here, this is the same area that we saw before. You see how this adding this other indicator really helps you to see how to get into these two different locations, give you confidence and confirmation that that's the direction you should be trading. Now we're going to go to the next one, and we look right here. The 30-minute says, well, that's the direction you should be trading. You can start to see that there are some areas that are better to enter than others. We go to the next level. Okay, this 15-minute, in this case, happens to be the easiest to read. Once you have the direction on the 1 hour, the 30-minute confirms, but the 15-minute actually gives you some signals. Now we're just going to go down to here where it starts going sideways and say, well, there's 35 pips. There was a signal to enter right in here. Down, that was only 14, 15 pips. Another entry right over here, that was about 75 pips. So there were a lot of places you could enter, very high probability trades, and it's telling you, hey, you might as well take a trade in this direction. That's the way the market's going. That's the next step. Now I'm going to go to the full-blown trading program that we have so you can see how that looks. Now we've added a couple more indicators. So, but these lines that I've drawn here are in the same exact places they were on the other chart. I'm going to draw a box around this. Now this is in history. We know what happened here, but you can actually know that you shouldn't be trading in this area very heavily. The market's going sideways, but you know that ahead of time. And I'm not going to go through that. It's a whole lesson in our course material to tell you what you're looking for as to why not to trade in that area. But let's look at this first vertical white line. Let's go to the 30-minute chart. It says any place along here would be a good place to start trading. And now we know that we look at the 15-minute from here back to here. You can see these entry signals. And you have more confirmation that these are high probability places to start trading. Okay, now we've marked this blue area here that told you why you shouldn't trade right in there. You can see, oh yes, there were a few pips, but that's 10 pips. By the time you got into it, it's time to get back out. Another one, this went a little bit further when it did go down about 30, 40 pips, but by the time you knew that it was over, you're only about 10, 15 pips. So that's what it looks like on the 1 hour. This is what it looks like on the 30-minute. And then again on the 15-minute. There possibly could have been a little bit of trade right in here, but that's really difficult. Now, why would you not want to start trading long when the market started going back up here or started going back up here? The 1 hour, the 30-minute, and the 15 all give you signals to let you know you don't start trading this. That's not the direction the whole market's going. Okay, go back to the basics. Some of the first things you probably and should have heard when you started trading was look at the direction of the trend. Look at your top left-hand corner or look at the left-hand side and go to the right-hand side. Is it a downtrend or is it an uptrend? You can obviously see for sure here, partway through that, it started telling you it was a downtrend, and we can see obviously this is a continuation. So this should not be a difficult choice as to which way you should be trading. Now, how to enter that trade, that might be an area that you would have to work on a little bit. I can put another line right there. There's a signal now that we have all the indicators that tell you that there's maybe a better place to enter than right over here. And right over here, you know, when it breaks swing lows or swing highs, right in here is even a better spot by about 30 pips earlier if you knew how to read the signals telling you which direction to trade. Now, what have I told you so far? I've shared with you. I've shown you to look for the direction of the trend. Find that on a larger time frame. Time your entry on smaller time frames. On a middle time frame, confirm. 2 larger time frames, the hour and 30-minute, confirm the direction. Time your entry on the 15 is better. The 5 might be okay, but the 15 would even be better. So you don't have to sit there for every second and tick the market. So did that help you to understand the possibility of making some big pips. We had people in our trading room today share with us that they took a few trades between the European trading room and the U.S. trading room that we have, and they made over 160 pips on 3 trades because the market was moving. Set them up, took the trades, closed them out, and they made more pips before that and more pips after that. That's just what they made during that one little section. And we're going to talk about some of those types of those people. So what we're going to do is we're going to highlight what can be possible, what is possible, and we're going to see some examples, and maybe one of these examples would work for you. And so there's one individual that makes 400 to 700 pips per month. That's pretty respectable, but he also trades 10 to 30 standard lots on every trade. Let's just take the 10 standard lots. That's $100 every time it moves. So that equals $40,000 to $70,000 a month. That's what he's actually doing. That's on a bad month, he makes 20, and most of the time he's making over 40. These are things that are possible. This individual learned, and we'll show you where he started out at in just a moment, not him particularly, but where most people start out at. So the next example is 300 to 500 pips a week. Not as many pips, more pips than the previous, but probably makes less money. One standard lot is what this individual trades. He makes $3,000 to $5,000 a week, week after week after week. That's $12,000 to $20,000 a month, and that is very possible. I'll be going back to where this individual started as well. Another individual makes 700 to 1,000 pips a week. Makes a lot of pips. They trade smaller lot sizes. Could they trade larger lot sizes? Yes, but they prefer to, they're making so many pips, they prefer not to put so much money at risk. $700 to $1,000 a week, that's $3,000 to $4,000 a month. So those are possibilities, 3 scenarios. Fewer pips, larger dollars. A few larger pips, and some good dollars. A lot of larger pips, and not as many dollars. So we've been talking about larger numbers of pips per week. Now we're going to talk about how you can be successful in a short period of time. We're going to look at small numbers of pips per week. Yes, you can be successful making small numbers of pips per week. Okay, let's talk about 10 pips a day. Now, these people that I just shared with you, every one of them, 3 examples, they're making these tremendous amount of pips and tremendous amount of dollars. Just a few years ago, were trading 10 pips a day. That was what they were striving for, trying to figure out how to do that and to do it on a regular basis. Now, for example, if you made 10 pips a day on a $2,500 account using 4 mini lots, that's $200 to $800. $200 a week, $800 a month. So $200 a week, $800 a month is 34% return per month. That's a great, fantastic return. Now, add one more mini lot to that. Same number of pips. You haven't changed anything you've done. You added one more lot. That's $250 to $1,000 a month. That's a 40% return on your money. That's how you can increase. Okay. The thing that I want you to get perspective of, it's okay when you hear these gigantic number of pips being made. There's not a problem with that. Learn how to trade with larger lot sizes as well. That's where you're going to make your big dollars. You don't have to keep on trading with small lot sizes to make a lot of money. We'll talk to you about what you do need to learn though. Now I'm going to go to 10 pips a day, but you only have a $1,000 account. So we have 2 mini lots, $100 a week, $400 a month. Well, that's not as exciting as those other accounts, but that is 40% return per month on your $1,000 account. Just getting in perspective where most people are at. Yes, we know people have hundreds of thousands of dollars that are our students, and they, of course, trade larger numbers of pips and larger account sizes. I would say most of the people, over half, start out at $1,000. Some of them even less. But you can, the percentage is what you're looking for. Not that you want to be making more dollars in someone else. Worry about what you're doing. We talked about that. Worry about the pips you're making and the percentage you're doing in your account. So you manage your account. What if you have a loss, though? It's 100% certain that you're going to lose at a trade once in a while. But manage your account. You lose 10 pips over the course of the day or the week. You could make it back and still make your 40% return. Now, what we're going to talk about is the 10 pips a day, but we're going to talk about it by going back to the charts. I'll show you some things that you can do to start learning how to consistently make 10 pips a day. Let's go right here. I'm not even going to put all the indicators on. I'm only going to leave this set of indicators right here to show you what's possible. Start here. You have access to this material right now and learn how to make the 10 pips a day. Okay, I'm going to go to a different chart, some different charts now. I'm not sure which ones are moving, but let's just try some that normally move reasonably well. And we'll leave it on the 1 hour chart time frame, and we're going to go right here. This one was moving well, so we can use this as an example. I'm going to show you how to trade this strategy, not even being able to see what's happened in the past like we're seeing right now. So this is where you would normally start looking. And this bar happens to be in the same place. This is going up. The other pair that we looked at was going down. Okay, so what are we looking for here? We're looking for a direction of a trend. This is sideways right here. What am I looking for? A fresh cross here, and we see that the market moves up. Now let's confirm that on the next smaller time frame. That confirms, yes, that's the direction we ought to be trading. Now let's time that on the 15-minute. If we'd seen that right at the very beginning, this looks like it possibly was a news announcement, we could have made some pips there. There's 40 pips. Could you have taken 10 pips out of that had you known what to look for when it was setting up? Now, do you trade this way? No, you don't take the trend because, let's go back to that 1 hour. Which way is it going? It went up, it came back down. Look at the indicator here. It's still going. It's above that zero line. That's the direction you want to trade. Now we go to the 15-minute. So what you do is it's going to retrace, and when it comes out again, right here is where you would want to maybe consider start to trade again. This one went up about 40 pips. Was there 10 pips in there? Yes. This is one currency pair. There are 27, 28. Some brokerage firms offer more, but there's at least 25 currency pairs you can choose from. Many of them are moving at the same time, so it's very realistic to be able to get 10 pips a day. Now, we're going to show you how to do this without knowing what's taking place. We're going to do one right here where we know what's taking place and show you how to read it. Then we'll go to some place that we don't even know what's taking place. We put that right there. We put the anchor right here. There's a whole video on this in the Jumpstart section. If you don't know how to get into that and you want to know how to log in to find your Jumpstart strategy, to learn how to do this, it's called simulated trading. This is how you get a lot of experience in a short period of time. Okay, that's the direction we're trading. Now, right at that spot, let's confirm it on the 30-minute. Yes, that's above. It's moving up, so that's the direction we want to trade. Now, let's time an entry. This is not fresh. See, it's starting to come back down. So I'm going to hit the F12 key and move across. So what am I looking for? This to go back below the zero line, or for these two moving averages to open up and take off again. I'm looking possibly for them to break above that swing high right there. It hasn't done it yet. It did it right there. Could that have been a trade? Possibly. This was above. This was wide open. So let's say that's where we were to take the trade. Let's say we didn't take the trade until it broke above that point. So right at that point, we're taking the trade. Now, what if we lose on this trade? That's okay. You're going to lose. This is how you learn quickly. we're going to put a stop loss out here. This happens to be 18, 20 pips. So we're looking for 10 pips is all. Now you can look for more than that, I'm saying, but if you put that in your mind, 10 pips a day, you don't have to stop trading because you got your 10 pips. Stop trading when you run out of time, have other things you have to do, or the market quits moving. That's when you stop. Don't say, I got my 10 pips per day, I'm stopping trading. I'm not going to trade till tomorrow. Why? What if the big moves happen a half hour after you quit trading because you got your 10 pips, and you could have had 30 pips that same day with very little extra effort? Okay, now we're going to see, did this go up or did it come back down? Well, it looks like it went up, and it came down, and then went back up again. So we're still positive, and it went up bigger, and it went up even bigger. Now, what are we doing, looking for to get out? Two things. One, our 10 pips. Well, it made 10 pips on that first, the second bar. The first bar, it almost made 10 pips on that first bar when it broke past that line, but this one for sure made our 10 pips. But what if you knew how to stay into that trade? And I'm going to give you another exit signal. This is totally went up 70 pips. When these hot lines, we call these are moving averages. We call them hot lines. When they turn back the other way and cross, that's your exit signal right there. When it's coming down, I would be heads up getting out for sure. I would be out right here. So someplace on this bar or the next bar, I would be out of that trade. So what did we make on that? At least 40, 45 pips on that trade. Now, which direction are we trading still? Well, let's go back and look at the 1 hour. Well, the 1 hour is still above the zero line. The moving averages are still open up wide. The 30-minute still confirms that. And the 15. Could it possibly turn and come back against us? Yes. But this is where we're at right now. It's right here. It's where we got to. We're looking for a fresh entry going long. What are the two things we're looking for? This to go below the zero line and come back up, or these moving averages to cross once again going to the long direction. Because the 1 hour and the 30-minute said it's still going long, why would you want to take a corrective or retracement trade on a 15-minute? Trade in the direction of the trend of those larger time frames. There's still no entry signal, possibly, but not quite. Okay, right there. We possibly could have been entering right someplace as this formed. So now I'm going to move this line up to here that we entered right in here. And I'm going to put the swing low, that's my stop. So we're at about 30 pips on this one. Is it going to be positive? We don't know. How many pips positive we are? We'll just say 40 pips on that last trade, even though we were only shooting for 10. The market said, hey, there's more pips here, take them. But at least you can stop at 10 pips and feel like you're successful. And you can see from our last example, you can actually make a lot of money doing 10 pips a day. Okay, this went up. Now we can manage this by moving our stops up and all those kind of things, but we're looking for an exit signal. And it hasn't told, it's starting to tell us, yes, I'm starting to look for an exit signal. When that yellow moving average turns sideways like that, I'm looking for an exit signal. It didn't say I was getting down, I'm just looking for it. It's still going up. It even went up further. Am I still looking? Yes. We're at the end. We're at current trading right now. So we could have entered here. Right up here was 20 pips. Currently it's about 40, 50 pip range right now. Did we make our 10 pips in here? Boom, yes. On that one 15-minute bar, we made more than our 10 pips. So that's how you can do simulated trading to get a lot of experience in a short period of time. That will teach you patience, knowing that I have to wait until this 15-minute time frame gives me the signals to trade in the direction of the 1 hour time frame. So that's how you can make 10 pips a day. It's very doable. Okay, let's go back to, so we just left the charts, and now you may want to start out by shooting for 5 pips. So you guys, that he found out about our training course, and he wanted to get it. When he saw just a little bit about how it worked, he said, "It's easy to get 5 pips a day. That's all I'm shooting for, 5 pips a day." But making 5 pips trading takes about 5 pips a week, 25. He's not a trade. He just started out just looking at obvious direction. So we suggest that when you can make 10 pips a day for at least 2 weeks, and know why you make those trades, and secondly, that if you don't have a losing trade, that you have a positive net with the 10 pips a day, then start trading live. And trade the smallest lot size the broker offers until then increase that lot size. Increase it slowly. The lot size, increase it to yes, you'll have the skills. You know why that one person that's making 700 to 1,000 pips a week is trading smaller lot sizes? It's because their emotional level hasn't caught up with their skills of trading. You know why the person that's making 400 to 700 pips a month is trading 10 to 30 standard lots? Because their emotional level has surpassed their trading skills. And you have to keep both those in line, and then you can make the money. But make sure you're able to do it on a demo account for 2 weeks before you start trading live. So can you see that you can do it? Start from where you are. Get a good trading system. If you're not able to do it with your current trading system, we're going to show you how to get ours, because we know you can do it with ours. Hundreds of students tell us that they can do the 10 pips a day. So discipline yourself to follow some rules. I've given you some rules. You have to wait. In our trading room today, there are traders that have traded 10 to 40 years. Now, there are a lot that have only traded 6 months to a year to 2 years. But 40-year experience of a trader, he trades the 1 hour time frame. That's the smallest he'll go down to. And he says, I'm waiting until those moving averages cross before I start looking for a trade going short. Now, he had a lot of other things he was looking at to tell him that that was going to turn. He was looking at the other indicators and so forth, but that specifically was a heads up to start going short. That's when that those moving averages crossed and he was going to go short. So discipline yourself to follow some rules. It might take you a few hours, but if you just wait a few minutes, take the 15-minute chart, then learn to repeat those actions daily or whenever you have time to sit down and trade. Now, you've been looking at our nth degree trading course. When you saw all those indicators on, that is our full course right there. You saw exactly what it is. Now, I could tell you what those indicators are, and you might be able to find out what they are. That's okay. But the problem most people have is until they know how to use them, that doesn't make a difference how much they know and what they are and when they're changing. If they don't know how to use them together in the time frames and the way we trade, it's not going to help you. You need to have some instruction. So this is what these successful traders use to get started and succeed. So they all started where you saw us going, 5, 10 pips a day. Once they got 10 pips a day, they went to 15 pips a day. Once they got 15, they went to 20. Moved it up. Most of them stopped at 30. That seems to be a magic number that people feel comfortable with, is 30 pips a day. Do these people still shoot for 30 pips a day? No, they've raised it to 40. Sometimes a couple of them are 50 pips a day. That's only 250 pips a week. 200, 250 pips a week is their goal. Do they make more than that? Yes, many times they'll make half their goal or the whole goal in one day. The next day, what's their goal? 50 pips a day again. They take what the market's willing to give them, but they don't get concerned if they don't make the big number of pips. they're still shooting for those smaller numbers. But start out at 5 to 10. Once you can do that, then you can go start trading live and then start having the increases. Then increase your lot size. You can be making big percentage returns with small accounts if you know how to do just what we've shared with you to do today. So you need to be disciplined. You need to become mechanical. That means do the same thing every time you sit down to trade. Be consistent. Then you'll get confidence, and then you can be a confident trader. Disciplined, mechanical, consistent, confident trader. That's how you get to make the pips, keep the pips, and be able to do it over and over again. So what else is there? We talked about the trading course, but there's some other things that come along with it. There have been a lot of questions that people had, and so over these questions we answer them in webinars. We have 21 Trading Lab webinars. These are 20 to 40 minutes long, answering questions in detail. So you got the course material plus answers to questions, supportive material. We have 2 acceleration coaching webinars. Now there's a way to get up to speed quickly, and we have 2 coaching sessions that we did to help people learn how to get up to speed quickly. That's in addition to the course material. There's also a section with 14 Psychology of Trading course videos. That's totally in addition to the trading course. That's if someone's really emotionally, they just can't pull the trigger. They just having problems that way. Or if they pull the trigger so much and they can't wait. Well, that's an emotional problem also. You need to be able to be consistent and be in control of your emotions. Now, what's all this going to cost you? It's going to cost you $497. That's a bargain price for all that you're going to be able to get. To show you how to trade, making 5-10 pips a day and making money. You can increase the lot size, you can increase the number of pips you make, and when you're able to do both of those, then that's when you're going to really start making the big money. But get your confidence. You have to have a course material to be able to do that. So hope you've learned something today, but if you want to learn more, then you can follow the links in the browser. You type this link into a browser, and then you can order it right there. If you have some questions, then send an email to Jed at Forex Strategy Secrets, or you can call us on a phone line. But give us a call or just order the product and get involved and start learning the material. Now, here's the link. Now